I am Mathieu from DRC Congo. I'm the project manager of the Congolese Association of Merseyside. Basically, the Congolese Association of Merseyside is a community organization. It was set up in 2004 and registered as Company Limited by Guarantee 2006. To explain why we set up this organization is, you heard by the news what is going on in Congo, and UK is not the best choice, the first choice for Congolese people because they are French speakers. But there is an opportunity to come up from them to come in UK, and most of them was sent in Merseyside, mainly in Liverpool, in Kensington area of Liverpool. Is why we set up the organization and based it in Kensington. Why we set up the organization? We saw that many of our people from Congo facing very hard challenges in UK society because of language barrier, because the skills or the diploma was not recognized in UK, and they don't know where to go, how to do to solve those problems. And in 2004, a group of Congolese set up the organization. I have not been in UK for too long. I've been here for 3 years only. When I come in UK, the organization was there, but there's nobody to run it. Is why I took this responsibility to run the organization as project manager, to try to solve the problem of Congolese, to try to help them how to where to go when they face immigration issues, how to contact mainstream services. This is the basic thing why we set up the organization.
My name is Lee Omar. I'm the Organisational Development Officer for the BASIS project. I'm based in Liverpool. I've been working with the Congolese community of Merseyside for around 2 years. When we first met, we met in a room which was above a shop which was just hired to have an initial meeting and try and find out what the aspirations, the aims of the organisation were, and particularly what the management committee wanted and how they wanted to go forward. They quickly let me know that they had a grand vision, which was essentially to help Congolese people integrate into the local Liverpool community. They saw a gap in the sector, or a gap in the market, whichever way you want to look at it, for someone to provide services and to also be a sort of link or a hub to then refer Congolese people to mainstream services, and that was pretty much their vision 2 years ago.
In our way of growing, we noticed that we have another problem. The language problem, but the skills problem as well. Because we are from Africa, and it's not the same level of using IT like here. This is why we're trying to set up a project to ask them to get in the society by learning some skills, basic skills, English, French, math, but IT skills as well. And in 2008, Lee come to us. We get into because many Congolese people went to refugee action, telling their case, and Lee come to contact us if he can help us.
We work together to establish good governance through training and develop robust systems around financial accounting, and we looked at project development and developed a fundraising strategy. That then got rolled out over the next sort of 12 months, which saw the Congolese community move into their first office, which was a really small sized room, about the size of a prison cell. It was about a 6-foot by 8-foot room, next door to a sort of fruit and veg shop, but it was on a main road, and it gave them a bit more visibility. So Mathieu, the project manager, was based in this small office every day for around a year or so. While he was there, he built up some really good systems of good practice around managing a project. Everyone would sign into this room. There was excellent monitoring and evaluation systems developed, and it was really just an example of best practice of how to manage a project and a community organisation. They quickly grew out of this small room into the centre we're in today, which is on one of the busiest high streets in the Kensington area of Liverpool, and they've got the shop front just behind me, which has got 12 computers, like an IT suite where Mathieu, the project manager, with his sort of academic background, delivers training, recognised training where people get a qualification around IT, ESOL classes, so French speakers taught English by ESOL teachers to improve their English and get a good level, which will help them integrate. And there's been classes around job creation, like a job for people being able to work on their CVs, and have like interview training, and they've also sort of assisted people on actually accessing placements. So there's been quite a few people who've come through this centre and have now got jobs, full-time, contracted, proper jobs, which I think it's these people which is the Congolese community's greatest legacy for this community. We're in an area of high unemployment, jobs are scarce, and I've seen people come here like 18 months ago, speak very little English, be very isolated, get the support from the Congolese community, hand-holding at first, taking them to maybe home office, and to go through the legal requirements of what a refugee has to do to stay in the UK to get into the stage where they can work, and then they start learning new skills, and eventually employer ready, I think is probably a good way of describing it. And that's true integration for me. When someone comes to the UK, is speaking the language, can speak to their neighbours, has a job, can speak to their colleagues, and is accepted. And it's a great thing that they're doing down here.
When we set up the organization, we didn't think that it will grow so quickly. And as I said, we started with Congolese, but now we work with many other communities, and we have to accommodate everyone to try to solve the problem of everyone. And as well, to give them advice, information, or skills is not enough. After gaining skills, knowing where to go, the target for everybody is to find a job, to stay, to live. Now our ambition or our view is how to link the organization with the labor market, how to find jobs for people. And for the organization itself, the view is to grow and move from a basic community organization to a social enterprise. These some ways we are looking for the growth of the organization.